Hello, back already. This is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Cereal Show, and we're showing The Phantom from 1943. We'll also be showing, towards the end of the serial, The Phantom TV show. Now, it was never shown outside of a few places. The pilot failed, but it's had two bad guys in it. One of them was Lon Chaney Jr., and the other was Richard Kiel, Jaws from James Bond movies. So it's not the best film in the world, but if you close your eyes, just treat it as a radio show if the film bothers you. So here we go again. And where are you guys going to be next?
Next, we're going to be September 25th from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. in Columbus, Ohio. It's called the Weird Wonderful World event. It's like an art and music exhibit, basically. Live music, tons of art. I'm sure like all Gothic, Halloween-themed art, I would imagine. There's going to be a makeup contest there, and probably a lot of other things. And so basically we're going to have a booth there. And so hopefully everyone comes and sees the Daughter of the Ghoul show and come take a look at what we have to offer. We're going to have apparel. We have a great artist who makes apparel and accessories. Another artist who makes a lot of Gothic and like more home decor things. Very talented. We're going to have a green screen so people can come up and watch the horror movie and get pictures taken with us, and just talk to us and see what we're all about.
Very good.
It's also the 40th year anniversary of Flash Gordon, the movie, and he'll be there as well, you know, doing autographs and pictures. And they also have a tattoo convention kind of going right around with that area. So a lot going on there. We'll be, you know, pushing it through all the, you know, Facebook pages that we have and everything like that so people can go down there. But it's turning out to be an excellent event right now.
We'll make sure you post it on my Facebook too, please.
We definitely will. Then October 10th, we are going to do another parade. So again, you're invited again. We had a great time when you came with us the last time. But yeah, October 10th will be the Woolly Bear parade out in Vermilion. So we'll be out there as well for there. Again, tonight we're at another place doing a Friday the 13th. I know this will air way after that fact, but it is what it is. But we will be out and about doing a lot of more public appearances and different events that we can get to.
Very nice. All right, we'll go back to the few more chapters and then we'll return. Thanks again.
Dr. Bremmer plans to dispose of Rusty and the Phantom. With Rusty as the come-on, a trap is set, and the Phantom unknowingly walks closer and closer to his doom.
You stay here, fella.
Rusty! Rusty!
Here, fella! Here, fella!
Rusty!
Nice work, boy. Nice work. Rusty. Come on, Rusty.
I thought I heard a shot. Francis, what was that
Never
shot?
mind, everything is all right. Who tied you up? Who's responsible for this?
Well, I don't know. I was shooting it out with Chris and his gang.
Did you find out who they worked for?
Yeah, they hang around the Trade Winds Hotel most of the time. I think Singapore Smith could answer a lot of questions.
Well, I'll pay Singapore Smith a visit.
Oh, my head.
Now, suppose we get to the point. I know that you have 6 of the 7 segments or keys which make a map showing the location of the lost city of Zoloz. I want them.
Try and get him.
Well, I have no objection to putting this on a business basis. Will you sell them to me?
That all depends.
All right. Shall we say $5,000?
Don't be ridiculous. What's 5,000 for a chance to find some real treasure?
All right, I'll make it 20, and you can take it or leave it.
You'll have to do better than that.
Didn't you hear me say 20, Rocco?
That's what it sounded like to me. Okay. Give me the money.
Now, I'll take the keys.
I haven't got them here.
What do you mean you haven't got them here?
You don't think I'm silly enough to keep them around where guys like you can get them without a payoff?
Well, where did you put them?
You know that little house I own out at the end of town?
Of course.
Well, they're hid under the 4th stepping stone leading to the back porch.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you, Smith?
Why should I? You've paid me more than enough to make it worth my while to tell the truth.
A bullseye. You fool. I told you to wait until I gave you the signal.
Found out what you wanted to know. You didn't need him any longer.
Supposing he lied. I wanted to play safe, have him take us to the place where he hid the stuff.
He didn't lie. Not for 20 grand.
For your sake, I hope you're right. Now get over there and find out.
Right.
I saw you come in this office. So you got him after all, huh? I might as well find out who you are. Take off those glasses. Then I'll take them off myself.
Now, you listen to me. I didn't attack Smith.
Well, I suppose he'll back you up.
I'm sure he will as soon as he regains consciousness.
Well, since you're so anxious to clear yourself, I better go fetch the doc so I can bring Smith out of his stupor.
Do I look foolish enough to let you go so you can bring the police? Ring for the houseboy. Now, when that houseboy gets here, no monkey business. Like having him tip off the police.
Come in.
You ring?
I want you to go to Dr. Bremmer and tell him to come here quickly. Mr. Smith needs his attention.
Me go. Big hurry up.
Introduce me to Dr. Bremmer as Walker. Understand? Help me put Smith on the couch.
Don't tell me, I know. They weren't there.
No.
You self-satisfied bonehead. All you had to do was obey my orders. Then we could have made Smith take us to where he really hid the stuff.
But, Doc, I thought I was helping you.
You fought. Since when have I paid you to think? All you're supposed to do is follow my instructions. But no, you wouldn't do that. You had to kill a man with a knife.
No, Doc. Don't, Doc. No, Doc. No. Don't, Doc. Please, no.
Dr. Bremmer! Dr. Bremmer!
Who is it?
Houseboy from hotel. Mr. Miller said for you to come to Mr. Smith's office. He very sick.
You say Miller sent you?
Oh, yes. He said for you to come very quick to save life of Mr. Smith.
All right, I'll be right over. That houseboy saved your life.
Gee, glad Smith ain't dead. Now, maybe you can get him to tell the truth about those keys.
Maybe.
Hey, wait a minute. You might be walking into a trap.
I'm way ahead of you.
Singapore Smith is plenty tricky.
I know that. Take a couple of boys and go to the hotel. If I'm not out of Smith's office in 20 minutes, knock on the door.
Okay. From now on, what you say goes. Let me hear you say it.
Mr. Walker and I found Singapore right over there with a knife wound in his back.
Say it again.
Mr. Walker and I found Singapore right over there with a knife wound in his back.
Fine. Don't forget.
Smith, Singapore.
Dr. Bremmer, this is Mr. Walker.
How do you do?
Mr. Walker and I found Singapore right down there with a knife wound in his back.
Singapore stabbed?
I hope you can bring him out of his coma, Doctor, so we can learn the name of the man who attacked him.
His condition's very serious. You men better wait outside.
Maybe you're right, Doctor, but I can't afford to miss anything Smith may say when it comes to.
No time to argue now. I'll do what I can. Under the circumstances, it'll be a miracle if he ever speaks again.
Smith, can you hear me? Smith.
I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him.
He's out of his head. You can't depend on what he'll say. This'll relieve him, though. Here, Smith.
Smith.
I'll get another dose.
That's what I was going to say. I was...
What are you trying to say?
I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him.
In his condition, you can't believe anything he'll say.
I didn't tell him.
Didn't tell him what?
About keys. I fooled him. I fooled him.
Fooled whom?
Told him keys under stepping stones.
Whom are you trying to talk about?
Talking about...
Let me give him this.
Yes, Smith? Where are the keys? The keys! Where are the keys?
And... back of...
Yes, back of what?
Back of... warehouse.
Smith. Smith! Singapore!
If it's any consolation to you, the medicine wouldn't have done him any good. Now, what did he mean by keys in a warehouse?
Nothing that would interest you.
Oh? Too bad he didn't name the murderer. By the way, I imagine the authorities will want to question you.
I'm well aware of that. Wait a minute. I hope you forgive me for this, Doctor. You can open the door after I leave.
You ain't leaving. Drop that gun and put up your hands.
gents. Oh, I'm sure glad to see you fellas. Here's a fella that murdered Singapore Smith. Turn him over to the police.
With pleasure.
I'll get my gun.
Wait a minute. Why waste your time chasing him? He'll go to a warehouse searching for the keys.
Oh, sure, that's right. He stuck up Singapore Smith once before, and that's just what he was after.
Give him a chance to get there first. If he finds the keys, you'll be there in plenty of time to take them away from him.
Whatever you say, boss.
Right.
You stay out here while Braddock and me search inside.
Light that lamp, Braddock.
Phantom. I got him cornered in that old well.
You two keep your guns on him from here, and I'll slip around through the brush.
Right. Come on. That must have sent him to the bottom?
Yeah. And I'm going to make sure he stays there. Come on, give me a hand with it.
Get that other side.
Is Diana going to be the ruthless Bremmer's next victim? Have the saboteurs turned against their leader? Learn the answer in Quest of the Keys, the next dynamic episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. Dr. Bremmer fails to learn the hiding place of the stolen ivory keys from Singapore Smith. When the Phantom finds them, Bremmer's men close in on him. Suddenly...
It's the Phantom. I got him cornered in that old well.
You two keep your guns on him from here, and I'll slip around through the brush.
Right. Must have dropped him. Come on. That must have sent him to the bottom?
Yeah. And I'm going to make sure he stays there. Come on, give me a hand with this. Well, that's the end of the man who never dies.
Yeah, Bremmer will sure be proud to know the Phantom's done for.
Yeah, but what about the keys we came here to find?
Well, you look for 'em if you like. Braddock and me have done enough for what Bremmer's paying us. Yeah, you said it.
Now listen, let me handle this. I know Doc better than you do, and I think I can keep him from blowing up. Great news, Chief. We knocked over the Phantom.
The Phantom? Well, Long and Chris told me they took care of him at Rusty's shack.
We're not responsible for what they say. All I know is he showed up at the warehouse.
Yeah, we cornered him in the old well and buried him in it.
Huh. Wonder what he was looking for there. Keys, maybe?
Could be. Looking for them without knowing where to start is like hunting for a needle in a haystack.
Which means that you didn't find them either. What happened to the man that held us up at the hotel?
Never showed up.
I don't think that fellow was looking for the keys. No, he was likely looking for the cash that Smith keeps in his safe.
Well, all right. Now, I want you all to get ready to leave with me for Zoloz in the morning.
I thought you wanted us to take care of the Davidson expedition next.
No, I'll drop in on them myself at the Tonga village and discourage the professor from continuing his search for the 7th key.
Yeah, but suppose they don't scare us so easy.
I'll have to try some other way, that's all.
This stove throws a lot of heat.
Yeah.
What's the matter, Rusty? Having trouble with that jigsaw puzzle?
Hey, look, I got it. 6 pieces fit together perfectly. But there's a hole in the middle.
Right, our next job is finding that missing segment.
Oh, I get it. Without that missing segment, you couldn't find Zoloz, right?
That's it. Somehow, somewhere, we'll find it. At least Professor Davidson will be happy to get these.
Uh-huh.
By the way, before I forget, what became of Larkin?
Oh, he left for your village today with supplies and quarters to rejoin Professor Davidson's expedition.
Good. Well, thanks for everything, Rusty.
You're welcome, and a lot of good luck.
Come on, Neville.
Phantom! Tommy! Juba! Phantom, come!
All right, Suba.
Welcome, stranger. The natives say you always return when you're needed most. I believe them now.
Anything wrong?
Only that I was left behind.
What do you mean?
Well, my uncle and Byron wouldn't wait for you any longer, and they left a while ago for the Astari village.
What do you go there for?
Professor him say must see Saka.
Your natives here told Uncle about that old chief who can remember so many years back.
I see. He thinks Sarka may be able to tell him something about the missing key.
That's it, exactly. So he pulled out as soon as Mr. Larkin returned from Saipana.
I'm sorry he didn't wait for me.
But he expects you to catch up with him on the trail.
Then I better not disappoint him. Come on, Devil.
Hey, wait a minute. Isn't that Geoffrey Prescott's dog?
I don't know. I found him lost in the jungle, and we've become pals.
And how did you know his right name?
It says so on the collar.
Oh. You know, I often wonder what's become of poor Geoffrey. We haven't heard of him since Uncle accused him of robbery.
I'm sure I wouldn't know. But I can assure you he didn't steal those keys. Because I recovered them from Singapore Smith last night.
Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad for Geoffrey's sake. I can hardly wait to tell Uncle.
I'll tell him for you.
Oh, no, take me with you. The only reason he left me here was because you weren't with the safari.
I'm sorry, Diana. You're safer here. Suba, I'll leave Miss Palmer in your care.
Well, wait here, all of you. I'm going into the Tonga village and talk to that stubborn professor.
Throw a scare into him for me.
I don't care what you say, Sue, but Phantom or no Phantom, I'm going to try and join my uncle.
Phantom say you stay here.
Well, the Phantom has no right to tell me what to do.
Goes to walk, says law in jungle.
Dr. Bremmer!
Miss Palmer. Well, I'm certainly glad to see you.
Well, what are you doing here?
Well, I was on my way to the Longa village. I just thought I'd drop by and have a word with your uncle.
Well, you're just a little too late. He and the Phantom are on their way to visit the Astari tribe.
You say the Phantom's with the safari? Are you sure?
Well, yes. He left here a short while ago to join him on the trail.
Well, in that case, if I hurry, I might be able to catch them before they pass my turnoff to the Longa village.
Please take me with you.
Why didn't you go with your uncle?
Well, he wouldn't let me. He thought it was too dangerous.
Then I am sorry, Miss Palmer. I couldn't take that responsibility. But I'll tell your uncle I saw you. Goodbye.
Suba,
Yes.
is it all right if I go swimming?
Sure, Miss Palmer. You go swim.
Thank you, Suba.
Hey, here comes Bremmer on the double. Something must have happened.
What's wrong, Doc?
Well, you idiots. I just found out the Phantom's still alive.
Alive? Why, that's impossible. We saw him drown.
You're crazy. He's taking the Davidson expedition to the Astara village, and if he gets there, all my plans will be ruined.
Well, what's so important about the Astera village?
I've got someone set up there to rule the natives my way. They're liable to rebel if they find out the Phantom's still alive. Now, we've got to get rid of him. Now, the only way the safari can get out of this valley is through Matu Pass. You, Braddock, and Watson get there and blow up the pass as they come through.
Do you think we can get there in time?
The porters have to rest every so often. You're traveling light. You can cut in ahead of them. Go on.
Right.
Now, you three. Davidson's niece is back in Tonga village. And she sort of fits into my scheme of things. Come on with me.
I'm sorry, but I'll have to rest again. Negaro!
It's a good idea to rest a while, Professor. Because from here on, the trail goes uphill to Matu Pass.
How far is the Astara village from the pass?
We should get there by tonight.
So far, your predictions have been right, Larkin. I hope this one is too. I'm certainly glad you recovered those 6 segments. If we can get the 7th one from Sarka, we'll be on our way to Zoloz by tomorrow.
Well, I hope for your sake that Sarka has it. Anyway, you owe Geoffrey Prescott an apology.
I still don't understand why you didn't bring Diana with you. She's in no danger with you here.
Not from the natives. Our enemies aren't natives.
But Diana's safer back in Tonga village.
She hasn't seen us, I'm sure. Now, look, I'll tell you exactly what I want you to do. Stand. Get back in there and keep low. Miss Palmer.
Oh, Dr. Bremmer, you frightened me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm glad you stopped to rest, though. I was trying to catch up with you.
So you insist on joining your uncle? Well, I'm sorry, but I still can't take you with me.
Well, I'm not going back to Tonga.
Guess there's nothing much I can do about it then. Well, I wonder what this means.
Just where do you think you're going?
What business is that of yours? Keep your hands off of her.
Oh. She fainted all right, Doc, just like you said.
Yeah, nice work, fellas. She'll come to in a minute. When she does, tell her you threw my body into the swamp or anything you want to tell her. Just hold her here and keep your eyes open for the Phantom.
The Phantom?
Yeah, I'll send him back here to pull a rescue. You get it? All right, this time, don't miss.
I'll get some water to bring her, too.
Hey, Davidson! Professor Davidson!
Why, it's Dr. Bremmer. Davidson, Miss Palmer, we were back on the trail.
Diana?
Yes, I met her back on the trail after I came through Tonga village. We were attacked. They've taken her prisoner.
Where did this happen, Doctor?
Back on the trail, just below the swamps, only a short while ago.
Then they haven't gotten very far. Come on, Devil.
I'll go with you. No, I better go alone. You go on to Batu Pass. I'll catch up with you later.
How long are you going to keep me here?
We ain't sure, sister.
Say, we ought to be hearing that explosion pretty soon.
What explosion?
That two pass ain't very far from here, and they're gonna blow her up.
Go get him, fella. Go on. Go get him.
Look, the Phantom stalled.
Look out and get it!
Diana, over here.
Shh.
You stay here. After I leave, you call Devil and call him loud. All right.
Here, Devil. Come on, boy.
Hey, did you hear that? The girl called the dog off.
Oh, now we gotta round her up again.
Not me, brother. I don't want any more of that dog.
Say, maybe that's a trick of the Phantom.
I don't want any more of him either. I'm getting out of here.
You can get out of here if you want to, but I'm going to get that girl. Come on, King.
See where your stubbornness got you? I told you to stay in the village.
I'm sorry.
I've got to get to your uncle and stop him from going through the pass. I can travel faster alone. So I'll leave Devil with you and you follow behind. The main trail up this way.
All right, boys. Run the wire up to the edge of that hill and set the detonator. I'll tamper in.
All right.
Let's hook it up here. This ought to be far enough.
Hurry up, fellas. The safari's heading in close to the pass.
Good. We're practically set.
All you gotta do is pull that plunger up and bear down on it. When I give you the signal.
You might hit Braddock.
Braddock, too. Bury the Phantom and the Safari at the same time. You get back to the plunger. When I drop my hand, let it go.
Get back! Danger! Get back!
Is the Davidson expedition walking into another trap? Will Bremmer actually become the ruler of the jungle? Don't miss The Fire Princess, the next smashing episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. Attempting to stop Davidson from continuing his trek to Zoloz, Dr. Bremmer's men prepare an ambush at Matu Pass. The Phantom, after rescuing Diana, races to the pass to warn the expedition.
Let's hook it up here. This ought to be far enough.
Hurry up, fellas. The Safari's heading in close to the pass.
Good. We're practically set.
Now all you gotta do is pull that plunger up and bear down on it. When I give you the signal.
The Phantom! You might hit Braddock. That's the end of Braddock, too. Look. Bury the Phantom and the Safari at the same time. You get back to the plunger. When I drop my hand, let it go.
Get back! Danger! Get back!
That ought to satisfy Bremmer.
Yeah, we'll strike him for a raise when we get back. Come on, let's get out of here.
Look! Phantom alive! You stay. Moku help! Master, Moku come help! Phantom cannot die.
You had a narrow escape, man.
Yes, indeed, it was. The men who are responsible for this explosion are the same gang who attacked you, Doctor.
But Diana, where's she?
Don't worry, she's all right. I left her back on the main trail with my dog to guard her. I had to travel fast, hoping to prevent this explosion.
Well, how did you know the explosion was going to take place?
I overheard some of the men talking who had captured Diana. You push on. I'll catch up with you long before you get to the Astari River. I'll go back for Diana now. Good luck, Doctor. See you later, Professor. Come on, Wako.
Oh, thanks. I won't forget what you've done for us. Well, I sincerely hope this is the end of our troubles, and that we'll find that 7 key at the Astar village.
For your sake, Professor, I hope so, too. Well, I'd better travel on now. It's still quite a journey from here to the Longa village.
Hadn't you better take a couple of our porters?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm an old hand at the jungle. This isn't the first time I've traveled alone. Good luck, Professor. Goodbye, Byron.
Bye. All right, Larkin. Let's get the porters started.
Mulaka! Mulaka!
Hi, Doc.
Who was the fool that talked so loud about dynamiting the pass so the Phantom could overhear it?
Oh, not us, Doc. We weren't even there at the time.
That's just your good luck. Wait till I get my hands on those other morons.
It's too bad you still have that Phantom to worry about.
I'll take care of him at the same time I eliminate the Professor and his party. It's a good thing I had the foresight to arrange a reception for them at the Astera village.
Can we come along and see the fireworks?
No, you go back and join the others. Then all of you go on to Zoloz. I'll meet you there in a few days. Come on, give me a hand here.
Pleasant journey, Doc.
I'm getting tired. Let's have a rest.
Bunda, Bunda.
There's something creepy about this part of the jungle.
What do you mean?
No sounds, no life. It's just dead.
Don't worry. Diana will be here shortly to cheer you up.
I wonder what's keeping her and the Phantom. They're traveling light. They should have made better time than we did.
There's nothing to worry about. All this territory belongs to the Astari tribe. They're very friendly.
I hope you're right.
They've been under the Phantom's rule for years.
I'm getting hungry. Let's start a fire and prepare some food while we're waiting.
All right. Agalo, some more curry. Let's see.
Weapons here. I wonder where they are. That's funny.
I wonder what in the world could have happened to them.
What's the matter, Devil? It's Larkin, killed by a poison arrow.
What's happened to my uncle and Byron? We've got to find them.
Arrow shot by a Astari warrior.
Are you sure of that?
Be sure, Master. Look.
But Mr. Larkin told us that the Astari tribe was friendly.
We've got to get to the Astari village at once to find out what's become of his safari. Moku, go look for a canoe or raft.
Yes, Master.
And take Devil with you. You and I go look this way, see what we can find.
What do the drums say?
They're calling all Astari to worship the Fire Princess.
Fire Princess? Who's she?
The story goes that many years ago, the Astari tribe was ruled by a woman known as the Fire Princess. They believed her to be a goddess, a descendant of the sun. She ruled them wisely and well, and they became all-powerful in the jungle. Believing her work on Earth accomplished, she vanished and returned to her seat in the sky, after promising them that one day she would return.
But surely you don't believe that legend.
Of course not, but the natives do. That's why whoever calls herself the Fire Princess now can take advantage of them. She may be responsible for Larkin's murder and the safari's disappearance.
Well, then we must get to the village as quickly as possible. Look, a canoe.
You prisoners, what's the meaning of this?
You Phantom, ghost who walks.
That's right. Then drop those spears.
No, Fire Princess commands we bring you to her.
I'd be taking a chance on your life if I tried to evade them.
I'll say you would. Get your hands up and turn around.
And who are you?
A pickpocket from Brooklyn. Now get in that canoe, both of you. Go on.
Push on.
What am I supposed to do next?
You just wait until the Phantom gets here and then go to work.
Won't you please change your mind? You know, it's one thing to pretend to be a fire goddess to fool a bunch of natives, but another to deliberately lure a man to his death.
You'll do exactly as you're told.
And if I don't?
Well, in that case, I'll be forced to tell the natives you're nothing but a cheap dancer I picked up in Savannah. They'll only tear you apart.
All right, you win.
That's better. Now, once the Phantom's out of the way, you're going to rule the jungle. And you'll provide me with all the native help I need to build my airbase at Zoloz.
Come in. Well, what is it, Perry?
Your men have captured the Phantom, and your boats are now near the landing.
Very well. You may go now.
Well, so far, so good.
I'd hoped they couldn't catch him.
Bullawaga. Naga. Walla Walla. Move up against that tree. Now, young lady, you can come with me.
Where are you taking her?
Greet her uncle and her boyfriend. You'll meet them all later.
Afraid of what they may do to you.
Speak for yourself, John.
My people, I have conquered the flames again. Welcome, O Phantom. I have waited many moons for this hour.
Now I know the reason for my urge to come here.
I, the daughter of the sun, believe that you too are immortal.
Phantom is the man who never dies.
Prove that to me. Go through these flames and come out unscorched, the same as I did. Listen to them. They say you're afraid. The Phantom doesn't dare.
I'll do it, with the understanding that after I come out, you'll immediately release my friends.
Your request is my command.
I am ready.
He's one man in a million.
Whom is Bremmer after now? And what is the mystery about the Astari chief? For the answer, don't miss The Chamber of Death, the next excitement-laden episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. To get the Astari tribe under his thumb, Dr. Bremmer conceives a fantastic idea.
Afraid of what they may do to you.
Speak for yourself, John.
Pretty close. Now be sure and don't let the Phantom out once I get him in there.
Leave it to me.
My people, I have conquered the flames again. Welcome, O Phantom. I have waited many moons for this hour.
Now I know the reason for my urge to come here.
I, the daughter of the sun, believe that you too are immortal.
Phantom is the man who never dies.
Prove that to me. Go through these flames and come out unscorched, the same as I did. Listen to them. They say you're afraid. The Phantom doesn't dare.
I'll do it, with the understanding that after I come out, you'll immediately release my friends.
Your request is my command.
I am ready.
He's one man in a million.
Thanks, Moku.
The Phantom is dead. Henceforth, I, and I alone, shall rule all peoples of the jungle.
What do you wish done with the prisoners?
They will be disposed of later.
Just a moment. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you'll have to release them according to our bargain. You're not the Fire Princess. Istari, this woman is a fraud, and I'll prove it. Look! This is the door through which she escaped from the flames. Istari, you've been misled by this woman. Are you going to stand for it? Bungalada!
We'll have to get out of here right away.
What happened?
Everything went wrong. The Phantom got out of the fire and then made a monkey out of the princess.
Did she tell him anything about me?
No, I let her have it before she got a chance.
Good, then I can still accomplish what I came here for. But if we're going to get the best of the Phantom, you've got to do exactly as I say.
You can count on me, Doc.
Good, come on.
Why don't they hurry with that stretcher?
Here they come now. Moku, round up all the white men in this village. I want to question them.
Yes, master.
Wait here, I'll get some natives.
Over on the pallet.
Thank you.
Don't worry. You'll be all right. We're looking for the man who shot you.
Thank you.
Tell me, who are you?
I'm Ruby Dawn. I was a dancer in Saipan.
You should have stayed there instead of attempting this crazy stunt.
A person has to eat, you know. And Saipan is a tough place to make a living.
I suppose those white men in the village are with you?
Yes. The four of us came here together.
Ask her about Sarka.
There's a chief named Sarka who rules this tribe. What's become of him?
He wasn't here when I arrived.
Now tell me the truth. Who's behind all this? Who sent you to this place? Why did you have my friends and myself brought here as prisoners?
That wasn't my idea.
Get on in there. Does anyone here know this man?
I do.
I caught him trying to sneak out of the village just as I came in.
He's the man that forced us into the boat after the natives surrounded us.
Pickpocket from Brooklyn, eh? Keep an eye on him. You're just in time, Doctor. The girl's badly wounded and needs medical attention.
Oh? This is indeed a surprise. We thought you were in Longo.
No, I just returned from there. I was on my way to Sapana when I heard the drums telling of your capture. I came as quickly as I could. Well, let's have a look at her.
No, no! She's fainted again. She's dead.
I'm sorry. I guess I didn't get here soon enough.
Moko and his starry warriors catch these men.
Good work, Moko. Put him under guard. I shall judge him in the morning.
Oh. Moko bring important news. Moko find Chief Sarka.
Sarka, where is he?
Him very sick. You come, I show you.
Dr. Bremmer, you better come along. The rest of you wait here, please.
This way, master.
Come on, fella.
Sarka in there.
Sarka. Doctor, this is the Phantom.
Too late again. The poor fellow's dead.
No, him not dead. When Moko come before, he hears Sarka groan.
Could it be possible, Doctor, that he might have been drugged?
Well, that's hardly likely. Sarka was leader of a peaceful tribe.
Moko, you're right. Sarka is alive.
What? I've never seen a trance like this before.
You gotta bring him out of it, Doctor.
Well, I'll do what I can. It's a matter of finding the right antidote. I'll get my medicines.
Moko will get him for you.
No, thanks. I'll have to mix a prescription for him. I won't be long.
We won't be in here long. Bremmer will get us out the moment he shuts Sarka's mouth for good.
Why didn't he polish him off in the first place instead of just slipping him that Mickey?
He wanted him to hold as a threat over the fire princess in case she stepped out of line.
Who cares about that? All I'm interested in is to get out of here.
Listen, men, I had to change my plans. We have to make the Phantom think that you escaped and then abducted me.
Why go to all that trouble?
Because I know he'll search for him. I've got a trap all set for him.
What makes you so sure he'll look for you?
The Phantom knows I'm the only one that can save Sarka's life. Nothing like leaving a clue. Come on. Clue number 2. He comes through this door, we've got him. Through here. See this rope? Controls a trap door on the floor. Right here. When the Phantom hits it, he'll drop to the level below.
What's down there?
Just a big surprise for the man that never dies.
Hey, when'd you rig this up?
I didn't. I'm just taking advantage of what the Astera used for the execution of their criminals. Get back in there, boys, and wait. Drake, you go to the entrance. If you see him coming, let us know.
I just had to come here to find out how he is.
Don't worry, Dr. Bremmer just left to fix the medicine that should snap him out of it.
He'll have to bring him, too. You know, Zarka is the only one who can tell us how to get to Zoloz.
Yes, I know.
But this wait isn't doing him any good. Bremmer should be back by now. I'll see what's delaying him.
Go on.
Here, fella. Go find him. Go find Dr. Bremmer.
I just saw the Phantom and his dog coming this way.
Good. Get back in close.
You stay here, devil.
Get here, you fellas will pay for this. Help!
Start the windows.
Bremmer find the missing ivory key? Are these strange men another group of saboteurs? Learn the answer in The Emerald Key, the next thrilling episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week.
Professor Davidson from learning about the seventh ivory key, Dr. Bremmer has abducted Sokka, chief of the Hastari tribe. When the Phantom finds Sokka, Dr. Bremmer, to avoid discovery as the ringleader, carries out another plan.
Nothing like leaving a clue. Come on. Clue number 2. Comes through this door, we've got him. Through here. See this rope? Controls a trap door on the floor. Right here. When the Phantom hits it, he'll drop to the level below.
What's down there?
Just a big surprise for the man that never dies.
Hey, when'd you rig this up?
I didn't. I'm just taking advantage of what the Astera used for the execution of the criminals. Get back in there, boys, and wait. Drake, you go to the entrance. If you see him coming, let us know.
I just had to come here to find out how he is.
Don't worry, Dr. Bremmer just left to fix the medicine that should snap him out of it.
He'll have to bring him too. You know, Zarka is the only one who can tell us how to get to Zoloz.
Yes, I know. But this wait isn't doing him any good. Bremmer should be back by now. I'll see what's delaying him.
Go on.
Here, fella. Go find him. Go find Dr. Bremmer.
I just saw the Phantom and his dog coming this way. Good. Get back in close. You stay here, devil.
The Phantom gets here, you fellas will pay for this. Help!
Start the windows.
That tiger will tear him to pieces. If he gets out of that, I'll say he is immortal.
He seems to be coming out of it. I wish the Phantom had stayed here.
You devil, Bach. Phantom, come back now.
Phantom's not in sight. There must be something wrong.
Devil say, come with him. You stay. Watch Sokka. Me go get warriors. Look for Phantom.
Phantom's dog's leading the watch here. Make a break for it. I'll meet you later on the trail. Hey, Scott, wait a minute. Don't bust me up. I gotta look manhandled. Okay, go on, beat it.
Medicine man. You hurt?
Yes, Moku. Fight with bad white men.
Where is Phantom?
They did away with him.
You ought to know better, Doctor. I'm the man who never dies. Have you forgotten that?
Why, you startled me.
Looks like they mussed you up a bit.
Yeah. Man, oh man, am I glad to see you.
Now, please hurry and attend to Sarka.
Sarka no need, Doctor. Sarka all well again.
That certainly is good news.
Professor Davidson with him.
I'm sure Professor Davidson is extremely happy because Sarka may finally put him on the road to Zoloz.
My debt to you is still unpaid. What is this information you seek from me?
Professor Davidson here is searching for the Lost City of Zoloz. He believes that you may be able to tell him how to find it.
Zoloz? I remember the name, but vaguely.
Maybe these will help you. Now here are 6 pieces of ivory, more or less keys, which when put together form a map. Now, this is where the 7th key belongs.
Long ago, it seems, I remember of such a rare piece of ivory. Yes, I remember. And it had a green jewel in the center.
Yes, an emerald. Can you tell us where to find it? Think, Sarka. Think.
He who owns this rare piece will never part with it. He is a tyrant to be feared by all men.
Quite a character, isn't he? You aren't referring to Tartar by any chance, are you?
Do not speak lightly of him, Phantom. He is the enemy of all peoples of the jungle.
As far as I'm concerned, that's just a wild rumor. But it's naturally up to you, Professor Davidson, to decide if you want to go on to Tartar's domain.
Will you stay with the expedition?
Of course.
Then why do we hesitate?
You're right, my dear. After all we've been through, I hate to give up now.
You're right not to give up, Professor. If I could spare the time, I'd go right along with you.
Answer the Tartar's call. Hurry!
What is the charge?
Noble Tar, this miserable creature says he was lost in the jungle and passed through unknowingly. Does it matter what the fool says?
That is for me to decide. You may speak.
Estabedo. Ungabora. Mango Daigo.
I know you don't understand me any better than I do you. Therefore, I'll have them show you what it means to disobey my orders. Have him executed.
Listen.
What is it?
Sounds like a signal. I'd like a chance to reconnoiter this area before we go any further. Devil, you stay here.
No, you've already taken too many risks for our sake.
Please don't worry, I'll be all right. Moku, make camp here and wait for me. Yes, master. 我打脚，我讲吧，我这个吧。
What do you make of these warnings? Only that another man is trespassing on Tartar's domain. Well, for his sake, I hope he's not headed for this castle. Well, if he doesn't come here on his own accord, the scouts will pick him up and bring him here anyway. Close the portal! Scouts report another man has entered your territory.
Bring him before me as soon as he is captured.
One false move and you're a dead man, Tartar. I wouldn't do that if I were you. My weapon's more powerful than yours. I come in peace. I bear you no evil.
Foolish man. Don't you know I have anyone destroyed who trespasses here?
I'm quite certain that you'll make an exception in my case.
Ha! I admire your courage. Who are you?
I am the Phantom.
Ah, the man who never dies, huh? Why do you come here?
To ask you for that jeweled piece of ivory, the 7th key to the map of Zoloz.
I've never even heard of it.
I know you have it in your possession, and I'm willing to pay whatever price you ask.
I don't believe you, Phantom.
You don't seem to have much choice. Now, do we have a deal or not?
I am sorry, but it is you who has no choice. My lieutenants will escort you to the execution chamber. Well done.
Shall we prepare his execution?
Not yet. His friends are near our border awaiting his return. Krsak, take some of your men and escort them here.
Your orders shall be obeyed.
Rava, guard the entrance. Oh, Phantom. I thought you'd like to know your friends will join you soon.
You wouldn't dare touch them. They're not in your domain.
You see, unfortunately, My lieutenant is very poor on geography. Why, he can't even remember our border lines.
You can't abduct my friends.
You ought to thank me for delaying your execution until they get here.
What's the meaning of this? What's happened?
The Phantom, Master. He attacked me and escaped.
You clumsy fool.
Open the portal. Any sign of the Phantom? No, and it means my neck if he isn't caught. Open up so I can take a look down below. Jeff, bring down the portal.
Can the seventh key be lost forever? Will Tartar take out his wrath on Diana? Don't miss the fangs of the beast. Still in their search for the seventh ivory key, the Davidson expedition enters the forbidden domain of Tartar, ruler of Akita. The Phantom tries to bargain with Tartar for the missing segment to the map of Zoloz, when suddenly...
What's the meaning of this? What's happened?
The Phantom Master, he attacked me and escaped.
You clumsy fool.
Open the portal.
Any sign of the Phantom?
No, and it means my neck if he isn't caught. Open up so I can take a look down below. Bring down the portal. Open the portal, quick. Right at you, quick.
Let him go.
You lost your mind?
How do you expect to find him in the jungle from the dead of the night?
Yeah, but you know what the Tartar will do to us when he finds out that we let the Phantom escape.
Did you forget about Krsak, who's on his way to capture Sapphire? Krsak will get the Phantom when he returns to his friend. Come on.
Moko worried. Phantom gone too long.
Probably he and Tartar have struck up a friendship. I bet he got the 7th key from him, and he's halfway to Zoloz by now.
I don't know why you take such a nasty attitude. The Phantom's doing all he can to help us. What is it, Devil?
Maybe him smell animal. Moko get water and scare them away.
Now! Super! Wow! Where how?
Get in shadows, away from fire.
Get back in there. Thank heaven you got here. Where's Diana? There in the tent. Diana. Diana! She was there just a moment ago. You search over there. I'll take a look around on this side. Professor, over here, quick!
Master, bad Tartar men come.
Where is she? Where's Diana? There's a hat. Why, she can't be far away.
Maybe they take her to Tartar.
I'll try to head them off, but if I can't, I'll follow them back to the castle.
Moko don't like you go back there alone.
Don't worry, Moko. Byron, the man who attacked you is Krsak, leader of Tartar's men. Hold him prisoner.
Professor Davidson! Devil, him hurt! Him hurt bad.
He's been hit on the head. Seems to be coming out of it, though. No word of the Phantom yet?
No, Master.
I hope for Rappa's sake that he soon recaptures him.
No sign of the Phantom. I'm dead tired. I can't search for him any longer.
Don't worry. Krsak has nabbed him and his friends for this time. They'll all be here before sunrise.
I hope you're right. I'm afraid to face Tartar and tell him I've failed.
Then I'll be glad to go in with you. Greetings, gentlemen.
Get inside. Close the portal. Tartar will sure be glad to see you again. Master, I have captured the Phantom.
He is a liar. I returned here on my own free will.
If that be the truth, then you're either a fool or a very brave man. Rappa, you know the consequences if you lie. Did you actually capture this man and bring him back here?
No, Master.
Get out of my sight! Tell me, Phantom, why have you come back here?
To suggest an exchange of prisoners. You're holding Miss Palmer, and I've got your lieutenant.
What do you expect to gain by that crazy tale? I'm not in the habit of abducting women.
Not much you aren't.
Guards, release that girl.
Phantom, please help me.
I'm sorry about this. Believe me, I gave no orders to have this girl captured and brought here.
Then release her at once and let me take her back to her friends.
Just a moment. You said something a while ago about an exchange of prisoners.
That doesn't apply now, since by your own admission, you do not consider this girl a prisoner.
True enough. But you must admit she does make a very fine hostage.
Look, Tartar, I came here originally on a mission of peace. I wanted to make a trade with you for a piece of ivory that meant nothing to you but much to me.
So you said.
Yes, but you refused to believe me. Try to kill me and then send out to kill my friends.
You know my laws. Those who trespass my domain must suffer the consequences.
My only desire is to keep the peace of the jungle. Yours, I believe, to be a just ruler over your own domain.
That's right.
Then why shouldn't we be allies instead of enemies?
Very well, then. You shall stay on here as my guests, not as my prisoners, until Krsak has returned.
That's fair enough. I'll write a note to my friends. They won't release Krsak without it.
Well, how will they know that you actually wrote it?
I'll seal it with my signet ring.
All right. You may write your letter. Guard, bring pen and paper.
Tartar's mad to break the law that protected us all these years.
You're right. He makes friends with a few strangers now. Many more may come later.
Maybe he's falling for the charms of that girl.
Too bad. There's nothing we can do. Or is there?
Looks so authentic enough to me. It carries the Phantom's mark.
It's his mark, all right. But it could have been put there by someone else.
We'll have to take a chance on that. It's the only way to get Diana back. Krsak will be ready to leave with you presently. Moko, come here, please.
You called Moko?
Yes. Your master wants us to turn our prisoner over to these men. They are going to take him back to where the Phantom and my niece are now waiting.
Moko understand. Phantom's smart. Make Tartar trade prisoner.
I hope the Phantom isn't letting Tartar make a fool of him.
I'll take a chance on the Phantom. You gentlemen go with Moko. He'll turn the prisoner over to you.
This way.
Judging by what you've just told me,
The men who are interfering with you and your friends don't want you to reach Zoloz. Very likely they, too, are after the treasure supposed to be hidden there.
But my uncle's not looking for any treasure. He's searching for the lost city in the interests of science and culture.
And I don't think that those men are after any treasure either. Oh? How do you figure that? Simply because instead of trying to keep us from getting it, it would have been smarter for them to let us find it and then take it away.
Is it possible that they have already discovered Zoloz and have found some secret use for the city?
I'm sure you're right. I felt that way about it for a long time.
We have just returned with Krsak.
Good. Bring him in. I thought you said Krsak was alive.
He was when I left him.
He was dead when we found him, and we had to fight to take him away.
That's a lie. Why should I have asked you to send for him if I knew he was dead?
Look at the mark on his chin.
That's the imprint of your ring.
He attacked me and I defended myself. But I know I didn't kill him.
Just the same, I don't propose to exchange a live hostage for a dead one.
Then you don't leave me any choice. Step back, all of you.
Don't be a fool. You may shoot me and some of my men. What do you think will happen to you and the girl when you've run out of bullets?
All right. What's your proposition to let her go?
For the amusement of myself and my men, I would like you to fight my champion, powerful Brutus.
All right, Tartar. But on one condition. Win, lose, or draw, this girl goes free.
I agree. I have no interest in her.
And in addition, you will allow the Professor Safari to continue on its way, unmolested.
Agreed. Now, give me your guns. The contest must be fair to both opponents. I give you my word, you'll be treated fairly. Rafa, sound the gong. Summon the guards to the arena.
Tartar.
Let Brutus enter.
The seventh key.
Why, Phantom, you're not losing your nerve, are you?
Stop it! Stop it!
Has Byron turned traitor? And will Bremmer succeed with his evil plans? Don't fail to see The Road to Zoloz, the next absorbing episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. Tartar's men capture Diana and bring her to his castle in the mountains. To gain her freedom, the Phantom agrees to fight Brutus, the savage gorilla.
Come to Tartar.
Let Brutus enter.
The seventh key.
Why, Phantom, you're not losing your nerve, are you?
Stop it! Stop it!
Bravo! Bravo, Phantom!
Brutus is dead.
He's dead.
I'll talk with you in the throne room, Phantom. Raise the bars.
This will make it possible for you to locate the lost city of Zoloz. It's what you came looking for, isn't it?
Yes. You knew all the time that the missing segment was hanging around the gorilla's neck. That's why you asked me to fight him, wasn't it?
Of course. I wanted to make sure you were truly worthy of it. Take it. You won it fairly.
Thank you.
You've kept your word.
Bring sparkling burgundy.
We shall toast to the success of your safari. And then we'll toast my new lieutenant, the Phantom.
But you promised to free both of us.
Well, you misunderstood. The Phantom only fought to free you.
That was the understanding, Diana.
I realize now the Phantom fought Krsak fairly. But since Krsak was my best warrior, and as I must replace him, why not with the one who proved himself his superior?
If I can prove that I did not kill Krsak, will you still insist upon my staying here?
Oh, definitely not. In that case, you would be under no obligation to me.
Very well, Tartar. I think I can convince you. One of those three killed him.
You lie. The skull from your signet ring still shows on Kurak's jaw.
I intend to support my accusation by a test, which will compel the guilty man to convict himself.
Proceed with your test, Phantom.
Watch carefully, Tartar. As you see, I've put the same amount into each glass. Now select any one of them. You see? It's harmless to the innocent, but it will kill the guilty one. Now let me see you three drink your wine.
You heard. Drink.
I have nothing to fear.
Now you. Now you, Rapper. Drink! No! Guard, stop him!
Mercy, Tartar.
Did you show Krsak any mercy? You have condemned yourself just as the Phantom predicted. Do your duty!
No! No!
Try this sometime, Tartar. The solution I put in the wine is a great cure for malaria. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
Well, at least you proved your point. Phantom, you came to me as a friend, and I treated you as an enemy. But now, when you leave here, you go as my friend.
At last, Professor, this puts us on the road to Zoloz.
We won't have any trouble finding it now, thanks to you.
Well, now that we know where to find the city, how are we going to locate the treasure?
If it's there, we'll probably find it in the catacombs, which are indicated on this map. How long do you figure it will take us to reach Zoloz from here? What do you think, Moko?
When sunrise, we start. When sunset, we there.
That means it'll take a full day. I suggest we start at sunrise. Well, I guess I can wait a little longer.
One thing I want decided right now, Professor Davidson. How much of the treasure do you intend giving the Phantom?
Any part that he may claim. He deserves the largest share, after all he's gone through for us.
I expected you to say something like that. I know your interest in Zoloz is purely scientific, but please understand that I'm in it only for the cash.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't want any part of that treasure. That's very generous of you. And as for you, Byron, understand once and for all that any valuables we may find will have to be turned over to the Melville University, which financed this expedition. If the university decides to reward you financially, that'll be all right with me.
Thanks. Well, it's getting late. I think I'll turn in.
There, you see, right out of the catacombs onto the airfield. But we can't start construction on the runway for the planes until we get natives to clear out some of that jungle.
I still think we ought to get started on this ourselves instead of waiting for that day to come.
It's taken us 2 days now to lug all this stuff from the outside in the tunnels and from the tunnels here. We staying underground forever?
Save your breath, Rocco. With this underground layout and the extra tunnels we're pushing through, this will be the greatest arsenal the world's ever known.
Sure it will. If they don't send us an engineer pretty soon, there's liable to be a cave in here. We don't know anything about excavating.
Will you let me worry about that? Just bring the rest of that stuff in here.
Allez, mouli, hali. Julie. Salut, oui.
Why should Byron sneak away in the middle of the night? If he wanted to leave us, why didn't he do it openly? What is it, Moko?
Moko find tracks. Him go trail that way.
I'll bet he's trying to get to Zoloz ahead of us. He hopes to lay his hands on that treasure before we even have a look at it.
I'm afraid you're right, Diana. There's no doubt about it. But I'm afraid Byron didn't figure there may be others there ahead of him. Who could they be? Possibly those men who've been trying to stop us from getting to Zoloz. Then what do you think we should do under the circumstances? I'll try to head off Byron. You follow behind. Moko, you take charge of the safari. Come on, boy. Hurry up, Moko. Let's get moving.
Moko, make Portis go quick.
Hi!
See, it'll be a very short passage. I don't think it'll take much timbering. We come in there. Well, well, if it isn't good old Byron.
What are you doing here, Dr. Bremmer?
Shut the door, Rocco.
Stick around, pal.
Welcome to Zoloz, Byron. Come on, sit down. We'll have a chat. Go on, get comfortable.
Professor's safari must have gotten out of Tartar's clutches after all.
Yeah, and I can feel a phantom breathing down my neck again.
Will you two be quiet? Now look, Byron. I want to ask you a few questions.
Well, Devil, Zoloz at last. Let's go down and take a look at it, huh?
Now, don't waste my time being indignant. Just answer my question. Where's the Phantom?
He was for the safari when I left.
Does he know the way to Zoloz, too?
Sure. Tartar made him a present of the 7th key showing the exact location of this place. Probably the Phantom and Davidson are on their way now.
Marson, you and Watson stand guard outside. Chris, take Scott and Rocco and look through the tunnels. Hurry up now.
Well, here's where we leave you. Okay, if you see anybody outside, come in and get us. We'll be in the catacombs.
Now, look. I want to know what made you run out on the safari.
I wanted to be the first to see the treasure.
What you mean is that you figured to hide it before your friends could get here.
All right. Didn't want to be left out in the cold.
Well, you've got possibilities. Too bad you're not a mining engineer. That's what I really need. As it is, I'm afraid you know too much. Go on, get rid of them, Long.
Oh, wait. I may be of use to you.
You?
Yes. If you need an engineer, I may be able to help you find one.
Now, don't tell me
Professor Davidson's one.
Davidson?
Yes. He studied mining engineering to help him solve archaeological excavation problems.
Well, say, maybe we can talk business after all. Go on, sit down again, Byron. So Davidson studied engineering, huh?
Keep your eyes peeled out here. Watch that trail.
The Phantom. You're in the wrong territory, ain't you? Lift his guns.
take care of the man who never dies.
Yeah, I'll say.
Take a look at Watson.
Come on, we'll get you into Bremmer.
Will Byron and Bremmer now work together? Has Professor Davidson reached his goal at last? Don't miss The Lost City, the next action-packed episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week.
Hello again. Thanks for tuning back in. This is Don O'Malley with Don's Breakfast Show, and we're watching The Phantom. And Joey was just telling me a funny story.
Well, the funny part is, when we started this, as we age, everything starts to fall apart on us.
Speak for yourself. Mine are all sewn back on.
Right?
Yeah.
This is where I learned that I might need to go get glasses. The first time we taped, Danny printed out some quick little cue cards, handed them to me. He's like, "Can you read this?" I'm looking at them. Oh yeah, that's no problem. Realized 6 feet away in bright lights. And we ended up just having a handful of drinks and redoing it another day when we printed it a lot bigger. So, it's one of these things we're learning as we go on all these things, but it's been fun. Big thing that we are, again, like I said, looking for is trying to find more talent, more people that want to get involved. A lot of people that don't really know where to go, they got great ideas. They're, either learning how to be photographers, learning how to be videographers, or editing especially, or writers, comedy people, actors, whatever. But anybody interested, we would love to hear from you guys. You can find us on Facebook, Dara the Ghoul page. You can find you can come to me personally at the Count of Cleveland at Gmail. It's the Count of Cleveland at Gmail.
Here, read it. Can you read it?
That's what I need,
okay.
Right? But yeah, a lot of ways you can find us. We all have Facebook pages. We all have social media outlets. We'll send a list of those. But if anybody's interested and want to do something and have some more fun, we're always looking for more people to join us.
I like the idea you have it open for people. That's clever.
Yeah, it's just something new. We realize that nobody's making $1 million except for you, of course, doing all this shows. That you're so
I don't
busy.
know what kind of medication you're on, but you skipped it a few times. My advice is take it all at one time.
Right. Yeah, but so we know everyone's working. People work. People do a lot of things, and it's hard to get 2, 3, 4, 5 people to be able to commit to time. So the more people we have, the more skits we can do. And you know what? If it's just the two of us all the time, people are going to get tired of.
How would you get tired of this?
But
oh, I thought he was pointing to me.
No, he's pointing to me.
Oh, no, but but it's something nice. I feel like the more characters, the more things. Not everybody's going to like certain things.
Right, exactly.
They might like you. They might like me. They might like whoever. And that way gives a broader audience for people to sit back, watch, and have a good time.
That's what it's all about, right?
We're
fun. Just having fun.
We're fun, right?
Yeah.
I think we're fun.
Most of the time.
Mostly.
Unless you don't do the right thing, and then I have
Then not so
to lose
fun.
my mind.
Yeah.
Sometimes no. All righty, we'll go back to a few more chapters, and then we'll return. Thank you again.